Angkor, in the heart of Cambodia, is one of the greatest archaeological landscapes on Earth. Spread across more than 230 square kilometers, this vast complex contains hundreds of temples that once formed the political, spiritual, and administrative center of the Khmer Empire. The site is organized around three major areas: Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, and Ta Prohm. Among them, Angkor Wat stands apart. It is the largest religious monument ever built and the most celebrated symbol of Khmer civilization. Its name translates roughly as the Temple City, and it lives up to that title in every sense. Constructed in the 12th century, Angkor Wat took nearly 4 decades to complete. While it functioned as a temple, it was also a fully developed urban center. Built as the imperial capital, the city revolved around a central sanctuary dedicated to Vishnu, the Hindu god of preservation, whose presence is symbolized by the temple's towering central spire. Every surface of Angkor Wat carries meaning. Vast bas-reliefs depict epic battles, mythological tales, and royal ceremonies. Gods, warriors, animals, and celestial beings are carved with extraordinary detail, forming a visual language rich in symbolism. The outer walls represent the mountain ranges encircling Mount Meru, believed in Hindu cosmology to be the center of the universe. One of the temple's most captivating features is the presence of the Apsaras, graceful celestial dancers carved into the stone. These elegant figures embody beauty, fertility, and divine harmony. For Cambodians today, Angkor Wat remains a powerful symbol of national identity, faith, and cultural pride. When early European visitors first encountered the temple, they struggled to describe it. In 1586, a Portuguese monk wrote that the structure was beyond imagination, unlike anything known elsewhere in the world, a testament to human ingenuity at its peak. In recognition of its universal value, Angkor was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992. Nearby lies Tonle Sap, Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake and a lifeline for Cambodia. With the changing monsoon seasons, the lake dramatically expands and contracts, swelling to several times its dry season size. This natural rhythm creates one of the most productive ecosystems on the planet, sustaining millions of people and countless species of fish and birds. For generations, families have lived in floating villages along its waters. Fishing and small-scale farming remain central to daily life, even as Cambodia continues its slow recovery from decades of hardship. Although poverty remains widespread, improvements in tourism and manufacturing have gradually raised living standards. Religion plays a deep role in Cambodian society. Buddhism, officially restored in 1989, is practiced by the vast majority of the population. Yet Buddhist beliefs coexist with older Hindu traditions and ancient animist ideas, forming a spiritual worldview centered on balance, harmony, and acceptance of fate. Another iconic Angkor monument is Ta Prohm, a temple left deliberately entwined with the jungle. Once part of a vast monastery complex, it now stands as a haunting reminder of nature's power. Massive tree roots wrap around stone walls, creating an image of quiet decay and timeless beauty. Preservationists chose to maintain this raw appearance to show visitors how the ruins appeared when first rediscovered. Global City Transitions, Rewritten Overview. Across the world, cities tell their own stories through geography, architecture, and memory. San Francisco rises along the edge of the Pacific, shaped by steep hills and ocean fog. Its compact scale, winding streets, cable cars, and colorful neighborhoods give it a distinctly European feel, within an American setting. From Chinatown to Fisherman's Wharf, and from Alcatraz to the Golden Gate Bridge, this city blends history with innovation. In Brazil, Salvador carries the legacy of colonial ambition and African heritage. Once the capital of Portuguese Brazil, the city grew wealthy from sugar and the slave trade. Today, its historic center, Pelourinho, is filled with Baroque churches coated in gold, vibrant music, and Afro-Brazilian culture. Despite its painful past, Salvador thrives as a center of faith, art, and celebration. Off the coast of France, Mont Saint-Michel rises dramatically from tidal sands like a vision from legend. Built as a spiritual refuge, fortified by war, and transformed by centuries of pilgrimage, the abbey stands as a symbol of resilience. As tides rush in and out with extraordinary force, the rock alternates between island and mainland, reinforcing its mystical presence. Athens, the cradle of Western civilization, blends modern life with ancient ruins. From the Acropolis and Parthenon to the Agora and ancient theaters, the city reflects an era when philosophy, democracy, and art reshaped the world. Despite centuries of conflict and change, its monuments still dominate the skyline, reminding visitors of humanity's shared heritage. In Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, colonial cities rise atop ancient Maya foundations. Mérida, Valladolid, and Izamal reveal the collision of indigenous civilization and European conquest. Nearby, Maya cities such as Uxmal and Chichen Itza showcase architectural mastery, astronomical knowledge, and cultural mystery that continue to intrigue scholars today. Finally, in the Indian Ocean, the Seychelles emerge as a sanctuary of nature. Isolated islands of granite and coral shelter rare species, pristine beaches, and dense rainforests. Life here follows the rhythm of the sea and seasons, preserved through conservation and shaped by centuries of trade and exploration.